Good morning, this is Jack from Charting the Markets Crypto, and this is the pre-market webinar for the morning of Friday, the 2nd of May. My disclaimer, I do this for educational purposes only. I'm here to share my technical analysis with you. I hope you can take some of what I'm doing and learn from it, transfer it to your own charts. I'm not here to issue trading signals, right? Let's have a look at Bitcoin first. Again, making good progress up into mid-high in the 97.5 area. I really like this double bottom here. It's nice, and we're over the weekly pivot, well over the monthly pivot. I'm not seeing any obvious resistance on the way on the daily chart. We have been making good progress. Now, do we have a potential pattern here which might take us to the downside? Not at the moment. Nothing that would be in any way clear. We do have a support trend line, but we haven't actually hit it recently. We might need to, but I'll just put that in and leave it there. In terms of where we are in terms of a pattern here in the short term, do we have, hang on a second, do we have a channel here? Yeah, we do. Now, actually, that's a concern, because in the event that we break down from this channel, then, of course, this move may be finishing. But I'm still really liking the upside target, minimum target at 101.5. We will see how it goes. But if we do see a breakdown from that, I would be inclined to respect that. No current negative divergence on the hourly chart, but I would note that on the daily chart, we've got a possible RSI 5 sell signal brewing. We are in danger territory. This is what I was saying about equities yesterday, i.e. we could see, we haven't reached the obvious targets yet, and we could, of course, see an early breakdown. And I think we've already seen an early break on oil, on bonds. I think we've seen an early break on oil. I think we may be about to see an early break on gold. Well, I'm wondering about this too. We will see. All right, looking at Solana. Solana hasn't come up and retested the high yet, 156.95. What I would say on Solana is that these targets are a long way away. The minimum target here really is in the 184 area. I really like that target. I like the fact the 200 DMA is at 181.22, and I like the fact that the 50 DMA is at 195, and I'd really like to see at minimum a retest of this 38.2% fib at 171.50, and ideally a backtest of this big resistance level here up in 179, 180 area. I'm pretty optimistic we'll still see that. I am wondering, of course, if we might see an early breakdown as well. All right, looking at Ethereum. I'd still love to see a test of this declining resistance, which I've got currently at about the 2150 area. And that is very much the obvious next target. We're converting with some difficulty the 50 DMA at the moment, but it does look as though it's converting at the moment. On the hourly chart, no current divergence, but we've been stalled a bit here around 800 to 1900. This needs to get higher, and I'd love to see this go up into about the 2100 area, or at least into this declining resistance here, which I've got in the 2080 area. Is that the same declining resistance? Hang on, I think it is. Yeah, it is. So that's where it actually is exactly. It's currently in 20, 80 or 90 area. That's where I'd like to see it go. We will see whether we'll get that, but I am thinking that we might see if we see a big reversal, we might see a retest of the lows, and possibly that could set up a double bottom, which will give us a reversal pattern that we haven't got at the moment. All right, great. In that case, I think that's a wrap. Everyone have a great weekend, and I'll catch you on Monday morning. All right, take care.